So it seems like we haven't done a restoration or will it start video for quite a while here on Machinery Nation. So I got given this beautiful little Danarm the other day. So we're going to see if we can still get some life out of this and see if it'll start. Let's crack on. So this is a Danarm 136 Mark III. It was built back in the 1970s here in good old England. I know, I'm really proud to be able to work on a British made saw. Unfortunately, they don't make them anymore, so we've got to look after them. And this saw only weighs in at 2.9 kilos, which in the 1970s is a very, very light saw, because most of them, well, they're like the size of a bus and very heavy to pick up and everything. So today we're going to strip down the basics and put some fresh fuel in it, get the chain working, because that's just horrible. See if we can get it to start again. Right, let's start stripping it down and then have some fun. That's not nice. That does not smell nice at all. I don't know what they've been trying to cut with this, but it's like a load of sheep's wool in around the sprocket on the inside in there. I'll dig some of that out. Got my little pick here. I'm just going to dig in around, pull out all this sheep's wool. There's quite a lot of it, I'll be honest. There's a lot of it. This is just sheep's wool. Loads of it. Yeah. You see right on here, it says made in Stroud, Gloucestershire. Look at that, how cool is that? But then on the air filter casing, it says made in Canada. I know, right? Made in Canada. Who makes anything in Canada? Piston in there is absolutely beautiful. The saw has been stored really well. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be on the inside. But it is looking pretty nice. I like it. It's good. As long as we've got spark, that is going to work. My biggest fear, there's no spark. I need to find a spark plug first. I can't even find it. I can see it. It's in there under that cover. Which, why did they ever put spark plugs and spark plug caps under the recoil starter housing? Because then you can't really test it as easy. Rather frustrating. But the spark plug cap isn't on the plug. Someone's been in here fiddling before, James. Oh yes, they have. The coil and the flywheel, everything looks in really good condition. Look at the carb, it's so clean in there. Looking really nice, very impressed with that. But there's a reason that is not on there, and I need to find out why. Why is it not on there? Push it back on there, there we go. There's nothing to this saw at all, look at it, it's tiny. There's a dinker, tinker, dinker, winker. We can put my impact, or my drill probably, on there, make it wind over, see if we've got a spark. So we're going to take the spark plug out. The spark plug's already loose. There, I just undo it by hand. There it is. Oh, it's a champion! Oh, it's not a champion, it just fell on the floor. It's a champion of champion plugs. So I'm going to attempt to put my Milwaukee M12 drill. I use a drill rather than impacts. Impacts obviously go whereas drill's smooth. I'm nearly eating with the chainsaw. Doesn't smell any better than just now. I'm going to put that onto the clutch side, yeah, and spin it up to see if I can get a spark come out the other end. I don't know if you can be able to see it on the thing, but I'll soon tell you if it's sparking or not. So yeah, this is where I'll probably just go shocking and get myself shocked or something. Right. By the way, if you ever do this, make sure you turn your switch on, your ignition. It really helps a lot, okay? Apparently it doesn't make a difference. You know, the one thing I'd relying on was spark, and we need spark, because how are we meant to make fire inside? Right, I'm going to try a different plug, you never know. Right, so I found a plug. It's the closest thing I can find. Obviously that was a Champion, and this is an NGK, you know, proper spark plugs. No offense, Champion, just like NGK. And this is a BM6F as opposed to a DJHJ, so it's not the exact match, but it's the closest thing I can find that I've already got. So, but we'll be able to see if we've got spark. It doesn't have to fit in it, it'll fit in the hole, but pop that in there and try my little test again. We've got spark! It was just the plug. How many times does that happen? Normally it's never just the plug, is it? That's always what people just presume it is. All right, I'm going to eat my words on pretty much every customer I've ever spoken to who said, yeah, just needs a plug. Well, let's see if it fits in the hole now. Does anyone else work like this? Like literally hugging a saw? That's tight enough. 2 snorts. To be fair, I should have better compression, because I was a bit worried about that as well when I was pulling it over earlier. It was like, yeah, it's got compression, but it's not great. But that's because the spark plug was loose. So there's obviously all those beautiful compressions were leaking out through the threads. Well, I hope that's what it was. Let's like put the covers back on, make sure the bar and chain goes round, and then we'll see if it starts! Do us a funny favour, will you? And click subscribe. I know we love tools, machinery and all that sort of stuff. And that's what our channel's all about. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any awesome content like me not knowing how to fix chainsaws. Chain is solid. It's not going to go again. So I'm going to need to make a new chain. But I want to see if it will start first. Ow, I just banged my head on the saw. Anyway. I want to see if it starts first before we start making new chains, because otherwise that's just going to be a waste of money. And then if it does start, we'll put a new chain on it. We might even cut some wood. Right, I put fresh fuel in there. She is going to start like a dream. Well, that's what I hope. I don't know, I quite like this little saw. I'm fingers crossed she starts. Right, earmuffs, because I'm indoors. You know, we all love running chainsaws indoors, eh? Choke, pull. So we pull that choke out. Nice mechanism. Come on, manufacturers, let's have that back again. And we're going to pull it until it starts. Go for it. Oh! Oh! No, done like that. She's on. Check that this time. Anyone thinking what I'm thinking? That I should have probably changed the fuel filter. Ah, balls! Right, fuel filter. Then maybe have to take the carb off as well and clean the carb out, because it hadn't been used for that long. The chances of it starting like that was slim to none. Right, more work. It's not as clean as I thought underneath. I've actually found some dirt, so it has actually been used. Oh yeah, baby. Clean you out. I know, weirdo, eh? What a weirdo. Just give it a little blow. Because I haven't got a compressor down here. Blows right. Carburetor. 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 When you're working on carburetors, nice bit of clean cardboard goes a long way. Let's give it a clean first, shall we? Seem to have run out of carburetor cleaner. I can't be bothered to walk like 200 meters to get some, so brake cleaner it is. Same stuff, different can, it's fine. Put in the comments below that you don't agree with me. There we go. This is a brush which has no paint. All right, I thought I had staff for this stuff. What a joke. That just like hit me in the face. All right, clean, clean, clean. Big wipes! Yeah, big wipes. I do like a big wipe, I'll be honest. I like a big wipe. 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. You don't want dirty hands going into a carburetor. Carburetor, smooth carburetor. Clean off my wand as well, you know, screwdriver. Undo this end. It's probably just a filter screen at a good guess. Filter screen, anyone agree? You can hear engines in the background. It's actually people actually repairing machines who actually know what they're doing in our workshops. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing. I just every now and again see other people do it and think, yeah, I can do that. So in here you've got a little filter screen, right? I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Like in this little hole here, there's a little filter screen. Okay, that's the most common part of a carburetor being blocked up in there. If not, then might be something else. Clean my little thing in there and try and hook this little screen out. To be quite honest, that screen does look quite shockingly. There you go, see? Yeah. Oh, there she goes. They like doing that. popping out. Don't worry, got some spares. I'll grab one when I have my lunch in a minute. It's nearly that time of day. Yeah, it looks a bit funny. It's like mushroom, that screen is, so funny. Might as well take off the bottom here. I don't, Walbro carb, I expect. Looks like a Walbro carb. Yes, a Walbro carb. Lucky. So we'd have the gasket kit available for that, which is always good news. Whereas it's a Tillerson, because these saws were also fitted with Tillerson carburetors. Yeah, sometimes they're not quite so readily available. I feel a D10WAT coming on. Is it? I don't know. D10WAT carb kit. Now I need like a Stanley knife. Got one right here, so why was I going so far away? Well, it sounds like they're having more luck with their chainsaws up at the workshops than I am here. There's two engines running up there. They are trying to tune them. I don't understand how you can tune an engine when someone else is running another engine next to you. I don't get it, okay? Oh, I made a mess of that, haven't I? Got to find a new carb kit now. Well, I haven't made a mess of it. It's just one of those things. It's been on there for so many years. Yeah, that could have been on there like 40, well, more than that. I don't know how many years ago was 1973. Oh, they're so clean in there though. But that diaphragm is just, see it all just like, it's not really doing what it's supposed to. It just looks all wrinkly. That's what happens when you get old. You get wrinkly, like all wrinkly. There's wrinkles, lots of wrinkles. But anyway, for repairing machines, I'm quite young. Right, need a scraper. Scrape off all this old gasket and take that out. There's an extra little plate in there, which looks fun. Haven't seen one of them for a few years. Don't get that on modern carburetors. No, you don't. But then they don't make carburetors like they used to, do they? No. Wait for all the 104-year-old technicians to tell me that. I got high and low. Half. Ooh, it was like 4/5 that was. It was there, wasn't it? So half. Yeah, 4/5. We go 4/5, that was wound out. 4/5, that's what like my cardboard, look. Stab it in there, can't go anywhere. That's a half, that's a whole. 6/5. 6/5. There we are, James. Right, I'm gonna go and put that in the ultrasonic cleaner and then we'll come back and reassemble her. Oh yeah, we will. Right, I got glasses on and I have a beautiful bit of carb kit, yeah, that's quite handy, and a new fuel filler, because yeah, we're going to need that. I think that's the right one, we'll find out in a minute. And a new screen. Oh yeah, screen, you know, filter screen that is. Little filter screen, you can't see it. I'm going to rebuild the carb and then scratch my head of how to put it all back together. Oh, by the way, I was right, it is a D10WAT. There we go, can you see that? D10WAT. $11.99 if you were to buy it from a reputable garden machinery called Hayes Machinery, reputable garden machinery dealer called Hayes Machinery. There's so much in this carb kit. If you want to take a punt at what carb kit goes in a Walbro carburetor, just shout out D10WAT, because like 95% of the time you're probably going to be right. Oh, which bits do I need? Got to be that one, isn't it? Right, I need a gasket on that one as well, don't I? The squarest one possible. There we go. Have I got that there, like that? Yeah, well that was, oh well, yeah, I think that'll do. Right, happy with that. Bingo Ringo is that one. No, it's not that one. No, it's, maybe that one. Yeah, we'll go with that one. And then I'm going to need that diaphragm. Hello?
What are you doing?
Playing with this little tiny chainsaw. Give a light.
In the video.
Pack out light.
What's the new drill bit?
Right, it doesn't fix itself. Oh, shite it. Right guys, second time lucky. Let's see if she will start this time. Fingers crossed. I feel a little bit more confident now. Obviously, I've been right through it. But will it start? Who knows? Let's find out. Right, on choke out, and let's just pull it to our heart's content. Come on! Please start! Right, I'll just check for spark one more time, you know? These things are sent to try us. See what comes of it. Right, I got some good news and I got some bad news. I know, I don't like to be bearer of bad news, but the bad news is that this chainsaw won't start. So this video, we've sort of titled it, Will It Start? And the answer is no, because the coil is just not good enough. Yes, I got a little bit of a spark earlier on, but I cannot get that coil to do anything good enough to be able to create it. And my mind is blown because I even took it up to my workshop to the real two-stroke technicians to have a look at, and they are of exactly the same opinion. So sad times. The good news is that I need your help. Do you have a Danarm 136 in your shed, under your bench? Do you know someone with one? Can you help me find a coil for this saw? Because more good news is I love it. I love how it's built, I love how it's put together, I love how simple it is, and it's English. Yes, it is. Well, most of it is English, and we need to make it work. So please help me find a coil for this chainsaw, because if I can't, I'm going to be very sad. It's just going to sit on a shelf all of its life until perhaps one day one might come along. So please pop in the comments, do some posts, put on social media. Does anyone have one of these coils for this saw? Because I'm desperate for one, willing to pay for it. I'm not looking for a freebie, so let me know, because yes, we need one. Right, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. I hope you've enjoyed it. Cheerio.